Lewis, a senior Russia correspondent. Dana, good to have you with us. There's no sign that these protests are dying down, and those extraordinary pictures of state workers heckling Lukashenko. Do you detect a change in the strength of opposition growing against him?
Well, I think, Shuli, the moment that Lukashenko started to have his police round up people, beat them in the street, shut down the internet, try to close down the country, jail people. I think that's when the people of Belarus really came out in big numbers. I mean, look at that demonstration over the weekend where Lukashenko bussed in people to try and show that people were still supporting him. And what did he get? Anywhere from 10 to 40,000. The people against him then later on held their own demonstration, and they had at least 200,000. So I think he's backed into a corner. I mean, he doesn't have very many places to go. He is going to try and let this play out a little bit and try and hold on. But those chants against him today, "Ukhadi," in Russian, like, go out, and people calling him a liar and heckling him. I mean, he has never seen or experienced that before. And normally he's acted in a very tough way by arresting people and jailing them. He understands he can't do that anymore, that is going against his ability to retain control of the country. So what's his next move? I think he's hoping this goes away, and it's not going to go away.
Well, he's also hoping that Moscow might come to his aid. Do you think there's a prospect that Russia might intervene? And if so, how?
You kept the best question for last, because that's what everybody is wondering. I mean, what is Putin going to do? And President Putin is really a wild card in all of this, and Russia is too. If Putin thinks that the West is involved somehow, then he will move in like he did in Georgia, like he did in Ukraine. But, if the external threat that Lukashenko keeps talking about is really an internal threat, it's people with flowers demanding that he leave, I think the Kremlin will sit back and let it play out and not get involved right now. But they don't want Belarus to go to the West. They don't want Belarus to go to NATO. So President Putin is very, very closely watching this. And I think probably in his own mind, he hasn't decided on what Russia is going to do.
Right, because the protests in Belarus are anti-Lukashenko, not necessarily anti-Russia. There is some suggestion that Lukashenko has said he may be open to some kind of power-sharing deal. I mean, do you believe him?
No, he has said that before in the past, and nobody believes him. And I think, Lukashenko will try to hold on to the last minute. I mean, power sharing also, Belarus for a long time was supposed to have some kind of constitutional marriage with Russia. And Lukashenko has flirted with the idea with President Putin, and then he pulls back. I mean, last year, he didn't support Russia in the war in eastern Ukraine. He expelled the Russian ambassador in 2019, accusing him of treating Belarus like a vassal state. Last month, he arrested 33 men who he said were mercenaries who had come in to stir up trouble ahead of the election. So, relations between Lukashenko and Putin are not very good.
Dana, thank you. Dana Lewis there.